run here with Tavon Austin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Jets, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now here's a throw. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Carter. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Stephen Carter hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Sirline connects on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On second down, it's Austin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Austin. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. These two teams all tied after one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down to the 36-yard line here. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A give, Eckler running to the right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Austin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. On the carry here, it's Austin. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa completes it to Austin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. John Franklin Myers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Austin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tavon Austin. his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wilson. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Second and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. Powers through. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 101 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. rifles one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down now, it's Hall. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Wilson. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Carter. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Tua on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And going deep for Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, it's Austin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tua. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. They'll run with Austin. And down inside the 15 he goes. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Stephen Carter with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And that is incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Box 22, box 22. Who that?
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall, and they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Wow, 213 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami,